kickoff just moments away as we've arrived at Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. One final time this regular season. As always, joined by Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott as we get ready to put a bow on what has been an outstanding 18 weeks of football.
And for 14 lucky teams across the NFL, Kate, this isn't the end for them. This is their last chance at a tune-up before they play on in the postseason chasing that Super Bowl ring. But for the other 18, this is it. Their final chapter. Their final chapter in a story to take the field until September rolls around again. And for some, frankly, well, this might be the last time they ever put the pads on. So leave everything you got out there and do everything in your power to go get that win in this final week.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Well, this weather is not cooperating as we're set to go. And we're off from Jacksonville. Starting from the 5. Escapes the defender. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. And bringing them out to former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Red on red.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Etienne again. And that one's forward for 82 yards. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle. Good line. Here's 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They go right back to Etienne. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down. Jacksonville in punt formation. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. Punt meets him at the 28. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the pistol, Hurts. Mechie hauls it in. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stripe. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Barkley off the pistol give. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Yeah, I'm just going to assume, Brock, we're going to see a more aggressive defense here after the amount of points these guys gave up last week.
Yeah, that performance was not up to standard, but this looks a whole lot more like it attacking the pass, not just playing the defense, but go knock the ball away.
Complete beyond the marker. And they make the tackle at the 38. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st down, Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Hurts throwing again. Throwing the out route complete. And he gets him back, but they lost on that penalty. 2nd and 10.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
He's got it near the 8. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
They're going to run with Barkley. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. He gets him 6, so that's going to bring up 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
It's a sneak, Hurts. And he gets in, touchdown! The Eagles have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here's ETN on first down. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuffed the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Lawrence working from the gun. Finds him over the middle. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left. 3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down. The Jaguars into punt formation. Logan Cook, the one to kick it away. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. Begins his return at the 16. And And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Hurts to throw. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Hurts on 3rd and 2. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
A gain of 9 yards.
So that connection for first will bring us to the end of the first. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Sending him on the dive. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A play fake now Hurts to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. Catch made. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. On 4th down and 5. The offense staying out there. It's Hurts once again. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles pull that in front further. 13-zip. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
Jaguars nothing.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. Head coach Coach Sirianni readying the Eagles for their next series. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Here's ETN to begin a drive. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Rip, 23.
ETN gets it on the draw. And he takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and they move the sticks. In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get third down conversions, you get no rhythm.
Takes this in at the 25. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And his touchdown, another one for him this season as he continues to sit among the NFL's best at punching it in himself this year. First down, a run with Barkley. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
It's a small gain up to the 38. Devon Bullard bringing that play to an end.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Timeout called on the field. So we've got a player shaken up, and at the worst time, too. They just wanted to keep everyone healthy entering the playoffs next week. Turn to stop it cold. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback, as offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
He went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He throws a bullet to this, throwing across his body, and it backfires. Interception. Picked off Ray Blankenship. And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I know he started the play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back. He looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. We'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Bails out of the pocket quick. They left him wide open. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21.
Jaguars nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And things are really getting away from him, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
Red on red. Here we go.
Motioning him from the slot right.
Here we go.
On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
There we go.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It can be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Completed over the middle. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short. On their own side, but only need an inch or 2 here, so they're going for it.
Hey, run. Here we go.
Going on 4th. Here's Lawrence. On the with the touchdown. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars get it back to a 14-point game.
Jaguars 7.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys at Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got two things on their mind. Number one, get the returner down. And number two, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
So now a timeout for a player who was shaken up on that previous snap, and I think we can all agree, not what any of us were hoping to see as we close out this regular season. Hoping to head in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Lawrence. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Throwing his Lawrence on 3rd down. Hits him on the out route. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot if you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Man, talk about adding some insult to injury there, Brock. Not only did they jump, but they still ended up giving up the lengthy run, Brock, and that one's declined. Looking inside the red zone. That's him on the quick hitter. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. The Jaguars at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. 2nd and 3 now.
Bronco switch, Bronco.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars make it a one-score game before halftime. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown. Little tax on the extra point. And the Jaguars cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Shipley now to return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Eagles and receiver Devontae Smith returning to the field. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Hurts on 1st down. Chased out to his right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass, it was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught, it's Saquon Barkley. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. There's that slide at the end, Brock. Good decision-making there as he picks up close to 8 on that run. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. They'll They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Upping in tempo with some hurry-up offense.
5-yard gain on the play.
First down throwing for Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Hurts now from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
That one's incomplete in the end zone. So they take their shot for the end zone block rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it. That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive, paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the second half as well.
Brings in the kick at the 9. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Looking to throw. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Here we go, the final weekend of the regular season, Week 18. Sort it out Sunday. Let's get to sorting. Our tour around the NFL starts now. We begin at MetLife Stadium. The New York Football Giants at home to take on the Seattle Seahawks. And this is Theo Johnson. He's going to pull this one in, and then he sets his sights towards the end zone. 56 yards, touchdown. Up next, it's a big one here in the final week of the season. And it's Bryce Young hooking up with his receiver, Xavier Liget. 16 yards on the touchdown pass. The Panthers wrap up a 7-10 season with the win. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's Ray McCloud. You want instant offense? Try this one on for size. He makes the catch, and then watch him go. It's a catch and run of 86 yards. Touchdown. With that, a look here at the playoff picture in the NFC here in this final week of the regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Tank Bigsby here with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Third quarter's going to start with a run by Barkley. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
A gain of 15. First down, Philadelphia.
Running left. This is Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Back now, pressure coming. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up third down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
On third down, it's Hurts. And the Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
In confirmation for the Eagles.
And he drives this into the pouring rain. Fields this at the 19. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Head coach Nick Sirianni readying the Eagles for their next series. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, Etienne gets it. And he manages to find a little traction on that Stokes field as he fights forward for a couple. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
On 2nd down, it's Etienne. We have a timeout now. Medical staff out to check on an injured man, and you hate to see this in the final week of the regular season. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Hey, Lion!
Throw here, 3rd down. This one finds Boyd. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. Punting unit out now. And he'll try to hit this one well. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's another carry from Barkley. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles make it a 16-point ball game. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Eagles take a 3-possession lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. The Jaguars, then running back Travis Etienne, trotting back out to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Jaguar first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Lawrence working from the gun. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's good for the Jaguars. First down. First and 10.
Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
And they're on him right as he gets back to the line. Great recovery after they got gashed on that last play. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Caught quickly on the slant. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash.
A 33-yard attempt.
Little knocks it through. And the gap closes to 14 points.
You look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Bigsby with the return. Making some progress here. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost at midfield. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this 2nd half. Running right, it's Barkley. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Kicks away from one. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. The Eagles have the football, and with that lead, might have a win in just a little while, too. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
Give up the guts of Bigsby. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, they feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
19 Tigers. Steady.
They'll go play action for Sanders. Headed out right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack. Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the third down screen he wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Out now runs the Jaguars offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to.
Ready up.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give. It's ETN headed left. And he's got a bunch here up past the 25 before somebody gets to him. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Rip 23. There's a high.
ETN again. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
He was brought down by Zach Bourne. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, Lawrence escapes his grasp. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
You know what they say about assuming? Well, it's the same way on a football field. You can never assume. If you stop assuming that first sacker's going to get to the quarterback, well, you could run yourself right into trouble. This defense didn't. They didn't take a break, and they finally get him to the ground.
He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Running left with Bigsby. And he's going to be stopped, and not before he gets it down to the 14. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
Gain of 10. And an Eagle first down.
From the red zone now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Play action, Sanders. He rolls to his right. Complete out to the right side. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Ready.
With Sanders out of the pistol. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Buffalo 18. Viking 18.
They'll go. It's Sanders. Connection is made. Io Manor. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Let's go.
Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Sanders back to throw. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete. They play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Fullback trying to power it across. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
On the ready.
And they're really trying to pile it on here. The offense staying out there on 4th and goal.
Come on, come on. Let's go. Ready.
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built himself up a little buffer here, Kate, but it's never over till it's over.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety. Out now for the free kick, hoping their defense can answer a safety with a stop of their own. Secures this at the 17. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. On the give, it's Bigsby. He dodged the tackle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. Again, it's Bigsby. And he hits the lane for 9 into enemy territory. We have a timeout now for somebody shaken up on the previous play, and as they work on him, his teammates hoping this doesn't keep him out of the postseason.
Here we go.
On here with Will Shipley. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Flushed out of the pocket. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go. Timeout called on the field, so we've got a player shaken up, and at the worst time, too. They just wanted to keep everyone healthy entering the playoffs next week. Lawrence with it on 1st. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, can sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Hey, let's go. We got some high.
To the air on 3rd and long. Here comes the screen for ETN. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Jaguar.
Let's send him over right.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1st down throw, Lawrence. Throw is caught. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line. 2 yards.
Back to the air, Lawrence. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Jaguars 16 points back.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down.
Here we go, so high.
Sticking to the air with Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line.
That's another Jaguars first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Completed to his running back. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. You're at a premium in this league.
And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up.
Third down.
Now to throw. Back to one of his favorite targets this drive, but incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
Blankenship on the coverage.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups.
Fighting for the goal line, and he lost it. It's out. And the defense is on it in the end zone. Talk about a play that could swing this ball game. That might be it right there.
23.
And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a get to Bigsby. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9. Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Hand off to the up back. And fly, Eagles fly. He gets him the 1st down, partner, and that's going to seal this win. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. The Eagles take a knee. They're going to let the seconds tick away in this win. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. Well, we talked about it throughout this contest, Brock. They were already into the playoffs when this one kicked off, but now they're going in with a little extra momentum.
Yeah, momentum, confidence, belief, whatever you want to throw into kind of that recipe. But bottom line, you want to be playing your best football when it matters the most, and they did today.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Eagles are winners as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.